It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the Washington Commanders. Dangerous return man showing it here. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 4.
Attack! Hey, go.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught at the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Jamison Williams with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Chiefs go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Commanders, nothing. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas
Now after
City.
the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to put a drive together.
Come on. Set. Viking, hey, Chiefs.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Commanders are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
I'm trying to find Jamison Williams, and it's second down. As you can see, they're not operating at full health today, partner. That's been a big story the last couple of weeks. But the bottom line, their record is solid, and you know that this is still a very dangerous team, even with those guys missing.
What they have shown us throughout this season is that this team has stayed focused, and some injuries, they're just not going to derail the momentum they've built up all season long. They continue to go out there and play and give their best performances.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Hey, 43.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check, Panther, down. 70 Timberwolves. Bring it, let's go.
They'll try the left side. Milner. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Here we go, here we go.
Pass caught, it's Lane with it. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Ready, ready.
Now Daniels. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. On the return, Johnson. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Second and 10.
Hey, 43, 15. Yellow.
Mahomes going to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Castillo. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Yellow.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Attack!
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
15. Yellow.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Taylor. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone.
Hey, 57 color. Wait. 15. Let's go on, 15.
The biggest game, the biggest stage, Super Bowl 63, 1 quarter in the books. 7-all is the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Attack! Yellow! I color! Get him!
Now here's Mahomes. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet. as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Yellow. Go on, 80. Right side.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. You look at this Super Bowl, the 2nd appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know, but what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Stretch the Eagle. Come 19. Come 19.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. For the left side, it's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now that, smash, Cougar Knight. Ready,
On 1st down, Milner. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this Super Bowl.
Ready, set.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Bronco lead, 79 Bronco. Rig alert, rig alert. 19 tight, 19 tight.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Got it, ready?
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line.
Check.
2nd and goal.
Check. Ready.
Hands it off out of the gun. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl.
Ready. Go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Ready.
The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal.
Mustang, that Hawks, Panther, and the Warriors. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Check smash, check smash. Check go.
To the air goes Daniels. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner, except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Mahomes. Now he's going to step up and run. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one, weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Yellow, yellow. Hey, color. Attack. Fight down these two.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll try and do this himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10.
Yellow. Easy.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 56 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
At the Commanders' 22-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
Let's go on, 15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throw caught by Musgrave. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Hey, 43, 15.
Musgrave's got it outright. And that's a hard-earned yard there as he takes a pretty good jolt at the end of that one. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal?
15. Hey, 57 colors. Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Back of the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Now we got third and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's third and goal.
Fight on these two. Let's go on, 57. Yellow.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jamison Williams, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
Commanders 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Here we go.
And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some staffs get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Now a give, right side. Milner. And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Hurt. 70, 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
Here's Daniels. Slant pass, Griffin's got it. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Daniels looking to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Big yardage that time for Washington. 48 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Roll. Ready, roll.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
19 tight.
He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Jalen Lane from 6 yards away. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Mahomes now to throw. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Hey, 43, 15.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
Come back. Yellow. Hey, 43, 15.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And his pass incomplete.
They're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
Attack. Yellow.
He'll look to throw. A short throw to Musgrave. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Up the middle, Johnson. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Yellow.
A quick throw there out to Williams. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Yellow. 180.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
That's complete, left side to Worthy. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie us at 24. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go now.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. Time to get down to the nitty-gritty, the fourth quarter here of Super Bowl 63. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Daniels. Now he'll tuck this and run. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Up the middle they go. Milner. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 84 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Ready?
Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready, ready?
Throwing now is Daniels. Now he's going to step up and run. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for this.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's quickly becoming now or never time in the Super Bowl, trailing by 7 here in the 4th. A pivotal moment in this football game. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This Super Bowl, it has had it all so far. All tied 4th quarter as it kicks away.
The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Bronco switch. Come on. Set.
Now a give right side. Milner. And a solid run down inside the 30.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll keep it on the ground. Milner. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Here's first down.
Ready. 70.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here comes second down at 5.
Let's go now.
Now a handoff up the middle. Milner. And he's going to wind up with a first down as he's able to even dive for a little extra yardage at the tail end there.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Here's first and goal.
Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life. And that is no good. He pulled it just a wee bit wide left. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. So 4 quarters couldn't decide it, and it'll be the Chiefs who get the football first in this overtime session. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Tense moments in overtime of a Super Bowl. Remember, a touchdown doesn't yet clinch it as they come up on second down. First throw of overtime for Mahomes. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
And that's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Yellow. Hey, 15.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on fourth down. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
On the ready. Back. Viking 18. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Now a first throw here in overtime. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's into the end zone. Move over, James White. You've got a new rival for best finish to a Super Bowl ever. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
Well, they did it. The Washington Commanders, Super Bowl champions. And this storied franchise will once again possess the Lombardi Trophy. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
There's Commissioner Goodell set to present the Lombardi Trophy to the Washington Commanders. They are the champions of Super Bowl 63. So that'll do it for another remarkable season of the NFL on EA Sports. For my partner, Charles Davis, all of our crew, for all of you at home, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll do it all again come the fall. Till then, good night from the Super Bowl.